There we are.
All right.
Here we are.
The Olympic Peninsula, and surprise, surprise, it's rainy here. Rainiest spot in the lower 48, and we pick one random day in August, and it's a rainy day, so we're headed out to the coast anyway.
We're so lucky. We have rain gear, so it's all good, but blue sky would be great sometimes.
Yeah. So we're headed out from Ozette out to the beach. We got our overnight permit.
Yeah.
And here we go, hitting the trail.
Backpacking, camping on the beach.
This backpacking trip around the Ozette Triangle on the Olympic coast is brought to you by Occidentalist Outdoors. The trails from Ozette are well used and well maintained. Mainly gravel, punctuated by wood boardwalks, they make a nice hike out to the coast. This trail system is part of Olympic National Park, and like any other overnight trip into the backcountry inside the park, a permit is required. We reserved ours before leaving on the trip and received it 3 days before the start of our hike. Our permit was for the campsites in the Wedding Rocks area. Storing all your food and other scented items in bear canisters are also required, due to the presence of black bears on the Olympic coast, and also due to the mischievous raccoons that have apparently gotten away with plenty of backpacker meals. Since there's not a water source near the camp we selected, we hauled in all our own water for the trip, making the pack a little heavier than usual. Luckily, most of the trails are relatively flat. We had a mostly dry walk to the coast, but once we hit the beach, it started to rain, and the fog limited our visibility. It's not all white sand and easy strolling on the Olympic coast. The beach here is mainly cobblestone, draped with slippery tidal vegetation. It took us about an hour to make our way to the Wedding Rocks, about a mile south. After we found a camp tucked in the trees, we went out exploring the tide pools and the petroglyphs around Wedding Rocks. The rain let up as the day went on, and before sunset, clouds had lifted enough to allow for a nice view. And what a view it was. There's just something about watching the sun set over the ocean. There's nothing quite like it. Well, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock. We're ready to hit the trail because the tide's out.
Woohoo!
And we've had our breakfast.
Yeah, cold waffles and freeze-dried mangoes.
All right, yeah. And yeah, it's an somewhat early start for us due to the tide and needing to get around a couple headlands before we hit the inland trail back to the truck. So we are all packed up, ready to hit the trail.
And it's not raining.
Oh yeah, that sunset last night was absolutely spectacular. So yep, it was nice. It cleared up.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
See you on the trail.
Okay, we made it to our
Oh, sorry.
second point. We needed to get around before high tide, and it's way out there, so I think we got here plenty early. But Sand Point is ahead. That's where we hit the trail to head back inland. We still got a little ways to go, but it's out there. That's the next camping area as well. Looks like there's at least one tent out there. But all we've seen so far this morning is some bear scat and some coyote tracks. Pretty quiet morning. Oh, and a bald eagle, I guess. And lots of crabs. All right, there's our passage through, but if you arrive at high tide, your route is up and through the headland here. So you can watch for the little black and red symbol. There's a rope. Not so fun on a backpack, I don't think. Or with the backpack. Let's see. Well, if you can tell, there's an otter that's come out of the ocean here. Another set of tracks there. We just saw an otter about a quarter mile down the beach. This isn't the same tracks, but definitely another otter. They're around. All right, we hit the end of our beach walk Took us about an hour and a half kind of ambling down the beach from Wedding Rocks down to Sand Point. So
not bad though.
Saw an otter, saw some otter tracks, bear scat, bald eagles, what else?
Wolf or coyote.
Yeah, coyote tracks. So kind of a quiet morning, but yeah,
Lovely,
pretty nice.
though.
Didn't see anybody till we got to Sand Point. So if there was anybody camped, we didn't. They were either tucked in the trees or already took off. But we've got to turn inland now and move on to the rest of Olympic National Park, I guess. So we got
sadly leaving the beach.
Yep, it's a nice morning after a rainy yesterday. It's so nice to be out here. It's just calm as could be, and pretty nice.
You can see farther than 10 feet in front of you.
Yeah, you can actually see the offshore islands and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yep, we're gonna turn inland, and we got 3 miles to the truck. Okay, here we go.
We made it.
All right, that ends it for that one. 9-mile loop, 2 days.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's just amazing. The forest and the rocky beaches of Washington, beautiful.
Pretty nice. Nice place to spend a couple days at least. So yeah, give it a try. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel so we can meet again on our next adventure. Until then, we'll see you on the trail.